Street, just hanging out and whatnot. Just kind of taking in the transformation of DC, U Street, and all that good stuff.
Yep. I wish we had a picture of U Street 10 years ago. 10 years ago was only 2004. I wish we had a picture of U Street 10 years ago, but we're here now.
Yeah. So I mean, we pretty much had a few things we want to discuss. First things first, this issue with Donald Sterling and the LA Clippers. Now, everybody made a lot of fuss about Donald Sterling comments. First of all, technically, he didn't say anything wrong.
Hold on. Before you go into it, he didn't say nothing no worse than what the Cleveland Cavaliers owner wrote about LeBron James.
And so everybody making this big fuss about him losing the franchise. He didn't say enough for him to lose that franchise. So the first thing we wanted to kind of touch on is like, okay, we made all this fuss, we made all this noise about the franchise, Donald Sterling, and nobody who made all the fuss or was quote unquote impacted by his comments is buying the franchise.
No.
So I mean, you know, like I said, what are your comments about it?
Well, I'm going to say this again. I've been talking to a couple of people about this, and Forbes had the Clippers ranking, what they were worth at $575 million. Now it's a $2 billion franchise. How does a man that is obviously my man from Microsoft is good with money? How does he make a poor investment like that?
Now, like I said, I feel like that the whole point of him making this investment in the franchise, it's an LA franchise. I mean, it's kind of like you can't go wrong.
But they talked about he might move the team. He might move the team. But people got to understand something. The moment that it went over $1 billion, every black person who wanted to buy the team was instantly wiped out once they said it was over $1 billion. So that's my point. That's why I said before, I think this was all planned. It's a $2 billion. There are only 5 franchises that are worth $1 billion. 3 of them are European soccer teams. The other 2 are the Yankees and the Dallas Cowboys.
And it also raises a bigger question, like, you know, when it comes to music, all we talk about is spending and blowing money.
Spending and blowing money.
And it's like you kind of frowned upon if you're not looking like money or you're not spending money. You know what I mean? So this is like a deeper issue. Like, okay, so if we are so impacted by somebody's comments, right? Why are we talking if we can't afford to take over that? You know what I'm saying?
Look.
Why are we making a big fuss about it?
I told my man right here earlier today, I said, we should get together, write a letter to Sterling, tell Sterling to if you really want to stick it to the league, sell a team for $1. And sell it to me. We doubt he'd do it though.
It's the wrong price. It's cheaper. It's happy hour is $270 by $250.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, cool.
Cheaper.
Alright.
So we out here, U Sushi. I guess it's the name of it. But
That's
sushi bar.
U Sushi, that's the name of it I'm looking at.
If you have a happy hour, you want to see the menu?
No.
No, thank you.
Yeah, so we wanted to be out in the public gardens, but it's kind of like
Too
crowded.
crowded.
There. But yeah, so back to what we were saying, it's like, you know, why are we making a whole bunch of fuss over something that you really not gonna do nothing about or you can't control?
Hold on, I must say this too. Sidebar. If you see our eyes cutting, it's because of people walking past us.
Yeah. So, and it's a much deeper issue. Like, first of all, like I said, the whole notion of buying a franchise. You know, a whole bunch of people made some noise about they want to buy it, they're thinking about purchasing it. And like Remy made a great point. Once it reached a certain price, once it reached the $1 billion price, everybody started quieting down. It's like, okay,
look, a man bought the team that wasn't even mentioned. I want you to understand something. When they first said that Sterling's wife was going to sell the team, you heard Yao Ming, Grant Hill,
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, when the people, the individual people that we naming, they all were a part of a group, a larger group about a team. So Yao Ming, Grant Hill, Magic's name was thrown out there. Floyd's name was thrown out there. Oprah's name was thrown out there. The moment it got past $1 billion, those people's names was wiped off the board.
There was no more conversation.
There was no more conversation.
So, like I said, you know, it took me to a deeper issue as far as like, you know, the media is concerned. Okay, so anytime the media puts something controversial out, if it sticks, it's gonna last a week or so.
Hold on, I got one for you. And even for the audience out there, why didn't a bunch of NBA players get together to buy the team? They were all upset. Now I made my fuss about how I felt that they handled the situation. I still think they handled it poorly. That's neither here nor there. If they felt so offended by what he said, and it was so important that he got out of there, why didn't the top 10 basketball players, the top 10 highest paid basketball players get together to buy the team?
It's crazy how we think, people without money think, and then people with money think. Like, we can come up with all kinds of scenarios all day long. But at the end of the day, you know, are they smarter than us, or do they know something that we don't know in reference to, you know what I'm saying, like business and investments and like taking over something? And I mean, everybody seems to have the same idea of taking over the franchise.
Well, I had a conversation with somebody, and somebody made a good point. They said that the guy's worth like $20 billion. The $2 billion that we think he paid for the team probably was free money, because he probably made a lot of money off of interest on his money in the bank. He probably went to the bank, give me that $2 billion loan. Okay, your interest get covered. Boom, free money.
But like I said, it's interesting that like the main thing that came across when the $2 billion headline hit was Microsoft. Like Microsoft really was the headline. You know?
Yeah.
To this day, I don't know the guy's name, but Microsoft.
He owns the Seahawks.
$2 billion.
I want y'all to realize something. The Redskins didn't sell for $1 billion. Milwaukee didn't sell for $1 billion. Milwaukee sold for like 500 million. And that was this year. So they made a team. Milwaukee has more history than the Clippers.
But see now, you also have to factor in the fact that the Clippers is in high demand. That's something like, you know, we talk about the worth of these different franchises and how only
they was only worth $575 million.
But the demand exceeds all of that.
Look,
you talking about the whole country.
You're not gonna buy a $100,000 Honda.
You buy $100,000.
No.
Concept. Look, it's a concept.
Look,
you will do that.
You won't buy a $100,000 Honda. If you go to the dealership, right? He basically went to the dealership, saw a Honda that was priced for 30 grand. They had an auction for this 30 grand Honda.
Hey, let's see. It's like rush hour, right?
You
been in that car, right? What was in the car?
Who was in it?
Yeah, diamonds. So, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, that wasn't rush hour.
I'm sorry. Money talks.
Yeah. But hold on.
The diamonds was in the car.
No, there wasn't no diamonds in this car.
It's funny you said auction and bidding because it's not about the car.
Man, it wasn't.
It was in the car.
Look, this was regular Honda parts. Again, this is, and I'm probably being generous. This was a $30,000 car. This was a $30,000 car that they said, okay, we're gonna have a bidding for. We're gonna start the bidding at $50,000. They started the bidding at $50,000, and he paid $1 million for it.
You already knew he was going to double his money.
Yeah.
Wait. Double the worth. Because he's like, I don't know what the.
Hold on. And they already said this is the shocking part. They already said if he moves the team, half of the value's gone.
Of course. Because anywhere you move the team to, you're gonna because
Half the value.
You're not gonna move to New York. You're not gonna move to Miami.
No, and that, if you move to the logical place is Seattle.
I mean, that one Super Bowl, but all I'm saying is this: like, I understand why the price is what it is and why it went to where it went, because the whole country is tuned into this issue, and that franchise became so high in demand. He's in full control of the franchise. They really can't make him.
Come on.
That's the thing. Like, everybody talking about him getting rid of the franchise. We can't make him get rid of the franchise for another, like, at least a year or two, based on litigation.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? All that.
Sterling has to sign off on him having a team.
And just let the people know how much Sterling bought the franchise for.
17 mil. 17 mil.
So what's that? So that's like what? That's like buying something for what, $17.
He basically
Can't pass it, man.
he basically, like, you want to know what a flip is? That is a flip.
That's a mean flip.
And you gotta understand, and me and Romello right here, we had a conversation, and I said, it came up because I guess someone said that like the guy who bought him is a huge NBA fan. Now when you see this guy don't look like he done played any sport. It don't look like he done played, it don't look like he liked anything until he got money. So it came up because it's amazing that these people buy this team and don't really like the sport that they bought it. The prime example is Sterling. He bought a team in LA. They are the little brother of the Lakers. They haven't won anything. No championship. They barely won a playoff series. And here they are, a $2 billion franchise.
Like I said, see, I think it's a direct result of the people. And the people, when we make noise, people with money and power make decisions.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but they don't make decisions. They don't make decisions to benefit the people who making the noise.
Right. When I say decisions, I mean moves. They make, you know what I'm saying, transactions. They put something in place. You know what I mean?
Nah, I got it.
So, that's why that price, that $2 billion price, it seems like it's nothing, because when this guy takes over the franchise, he can do so much with the franchise. Microsoft will be all over the place.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? He can do whatever he wants with you know what I'm saying, the franchise. So, we sit here and say, okay, it's not worth it, but it all boils down to the golden rule. You know what the golden rule is, right?
No.
He who has the gold
makes
the rules.
the rules.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but it just
if you can just stand out, one person to say, look, $2 billion.
It just don't make, from a business standpoint, you're not gonna pay $2 billion for something that only brings in $500 million. Because you gotta look at the cost. You gotta look at the cost of who he gotta pay, how much he gotta pay him. So he paid $2 billion, but he may only make $100 million a year. He may gross $100 million a year off this.
He's gonna get the money back.
Man, in how many years? This wasn't a savvy business move.
But see, the money that he makes doesn't have to come directly from the franchise.
Hold on.
See, because listen, when you got a franchise, those are leads to other things.
And then you gotta. And here's the other thing. Here's the other coin. This is why I say it's a terrible business decision. The Lakers directly affect his money if the Lakers get good. So if the Lakers go back to being good, who are already above them anyway, they got more rings, they got more playoff appearances, more playoff victories. If the Lakers get relevant again, that directly takes money out of his pocket. You gotta realize something. They only are selling because the Lakers are cool.
I think about this too also. I'm looking at the leagues. You got access to however many people that stadium owns.
True.
You're the owner, you know what I'm saying?
But he don't own the arena.
You don't own the arena, but what I'm saying is you have a whole lot of leeway to do other things. You know what I'm saying? Buy a ticket for a chance to win a brand new Microsoft computer.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You giving Microsoft computers away. You can change the game in that one market in so many different ways. You know, and then you got the scoreboards, you got all the banners,
hold on.
ads,
And hold on. And then here, I don't mean to cut you off again, but here's the other issue. The revenue sharing in the NBA. So all the money that you think the Clippers get, it gets dispersed amongst the other teams. So he takes a bigger hit. It just makes no sense to put them two bills on it. And why would the league approve it? If you want to hurt Donald Sterling, you hurt him in the pocket.
That's just our take on this whole situation. And let us know what you think. You can, like I said, don't forget always just to make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And also check out the website, brookblackcritics.com. And like I said, chime in. And if there's any topics that you want to discuss, please let us know. We're trying to do more filming on site versus being indoors because the city is changing all around us. We're trying to get as much as it got before it be gone.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah. So what? Like I said, give me closing remarks on this situation.
My closing remarks on the situation is something funny going on in the league. It's something not right. We all see it. Something not right with this situation.
And like I said, they mask and they hide. I mean, like I said, the media gonna play with the people anyway for headlines and keep your attention. But that meant like Sterling, first of all, he can be a racist all he wants to. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, don't play for him.
Don't play for him.
Point blank.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? I call him racist. Okay, he been set for life. Set for life.
If you don't like it, don't play for him. But he played.
And if we felt that strongly about it, we would have bought it. We would have made a way to buy the franchise. Or make a way to buy the franchise. Point blank.
They call me Skate. Bull. P.
But thanks again for tuning in. Like I said, please leave your comments, you know what I'm saying? And let us know what you think, how you feel about the situation.
That's right.
And we'll be sure to be back next week with a fresh episode of Broke Black Critics.